Hello everybody, Strategic Sage here with another Creeper World 3 custom map. And fair warning, this is going to be a very special episode. The mission we are going to do today is intended to be difficult. Beyond that, it's intended to be grossly unfair to the player. To frustrate you, to cause you pain, to cause you to have to restart, to make you snap your keyboard in half and throw things at your screen, and those types of things. Now, if you don't enjoy those types of creations, those types of processes, use your viewer discretion. But I thought it would be interesting to really sort of work our way to the sharp end of the stick with Sorrontis maps, and that's what we're doing. So just as a baseline, if you look at your average typical map here in the colonial space for downloading custom missions, you usually have about 3, maybe 4 downloads for every score that you get, and then a fewer number of ratings. And it varies based on the map, but that's fairly typical for an average map. You know, a lot of ratings in the 6 to 8 category, that type of thing. Let's see how some of these fare. And we're going to go check out the highest medium time ones. Field of Glory is what we're going to be doing for this map. But there are many others that are in the same boat that we could look around and possibly take a look at. Broken Heart is up there. Praise the Sun is one that's really taxing on the computer. I don't think I'd ever record an episode on that just because of the lag. But if you look at the numbers here, 154 downloads, only 9 scores, and then 3.6 rating. So a much higher proportion of people who downloaded this didn't finish it. And then it's not rated very high because a lot of people don't enjoy the kind of pain that this is going to involve. And so if you want to play these kinds of maps, you really have to look for them. They're not just going to occur to you by looking for maps with a high rating or a low time or lots of people having played them or any of those other things that you would typically sort by. So if we look at the scores here, again, only 9 scores, and of the 2 under 2 hours, one of them is by the author himself, Sorrontis. And I looked for playthroughs of this map, and I was able to find 2 on YouTube. One, again, by Sorrontis. It's a sped up version, no commentary or sound, but a good demonstration of how to get through the map by someone who obviously knows how it all works, having made it. The second one was this guy down here. And he's got a channel, it's about the same size as mine. He had some really cool music that went with it. I thought it was a really well done video. He shows some subtitles with, this is a bit of what can go wrong. Didn't really go into a lot of detail though, and again, it doesn't come with commentary. So I'm going to be taking a more of a methodical explanation and try to get into some more details on the map. But it was worth noting to me that you didn't have any of the bigger YouTubers that have played Creeper World 3 doing this map, or as far as I can tell, any of the harder Sorrontis maps. And that's probably just because, well, they don't lend themselves to casual play. We've got this description over here, which, gives sort of the invocation of war and defending your livelihood and the people that you care about, etc. But it's really not something that relates specifically to this map in terms of there being a story behind it. Because there's no detailed war background or anything like that. And Sorrontophobia, and then lots of CRPL, in other words, lots of scripting that's going to be going on here. Let's dive in. Let's see what we have going on. So, to start with, we have all this stuff out here. We're going to be occupying this area. Before we take any closer look at the map, I'm just going to put down, and I want this to be right in that specific spot for the spacing, and then we're going to want to grab the energy here with the siphon. Okay, so let's take a look at our briefing. A new emitter that apparently is invulnerable is said put an indicator once it's vulnerable. Until then, find a way to survive. Well, that doesn't sound very good. And if we just pause real quick and look at this, so there's the special emitter. We've got some void space here with a digitalis. We've got a message artifact type thing. We do have some spore towers that begin building immediately, but only 1 spore from each. We have some air exclusion zones. And decent strength emitters out here, 50 per 0.5. These are only 25, so slightly better than the default. And then up here, 50s. There's 100 here and 100 here. So these are the two strongest emitters on the map, but none of these are huge emitters. And this area over here, it's a decent area to start with. I mean, there's a good amount of space to work with, and we're not limited out of anything we can build except for the Thor. We got all the structures, all the weapons. You can build Berthas. I mean, they're expensive, but you can build them. So, you know, Bardell would really restrict your amount of collectors and no reactors, if you remember that map and how much fun that was. There's other stuff like Alien Castor or Water Naris where you're really cramped in. The creepers are attacking you right away, and it's very difficult to get a foothold. This is not one that I think you can do without pausing, but it's not in that category of a start. You don't have to be perfect. Just have to be pretty good. At least I can't do it without pausing. So 7 seconds in, we have our siphon, and it turns out that that amount of energy is enough for us to build 12 collectors and still have some left, but not to fully do 13. So 13 is what we're going to go for. We want to use up all the energy. And we're just stretching these out here. Obviously, the quickest collectors to build would be the 8 around the command node. There we go. I'm going to want to build more out from that. And you can see here the spacing. It's, you know, we're going to take up all the area with the collector up to the edge of the map, and then there's just enough room for one small structure to fit in between there. So that's why I'm using the particular spacing of the command node where it is. Let's get these built. 13 collectors. Oh, we didn't quite actually use everything on the siphon. Interesting. It actually says it has 0 energy, but it didn't disappear. Okay. Either case, we're going to add more. And I think I'll go with that for now. Let's see how that goes. Add one more. I want to get rid of that siphon. But I didn't quite manage to. Okay. We need to overbuild a little bit further then. That's probably going to be a little bit too much. Let's burn it. There we go. Now it's gone. We're having a little bit of a deficit here, but not much, so that's going to be okay. And then I want to build out this way. And I want to get this access to this totem, because that way we can start early upgrades. Very important. There we go. We're close to running out of energy, but not quite. Okay, so we're keeping it pretty even there. Now we're boosting back up. So now I want my forge. And then that'll let us get upgrades. Costs 100, so it's going to be a while till we get there. I'm also going to start with 3. Whoops. I need to properly place that. Let's try that again. 3 reactors. Because I can afford those and just have a very slight positive. Look at the energy. It's spiking up to the low 20s. Okay, now it's almost up 25. I'm going to add one more reactor. And that should start bringing it back down. So this is just my energy boost. And you can see the creeper already coming in. I think now is probably about the time we're going to build our first cannon. So I'm going to try to build cannons here to defend. Keep the creeper away at first. Okay. Now we've got some of those reactors up. I'm going to throw up 2 more. And then from here on, I'm always going to be building 2 reactors at a time. And then whatever cannons I can afford in between that. is the idea. So I think, I mean, it's close, but I think it's coming over this way a little bit quicker. So I'm just throwing these out even with the collectors so they can try to keep it away. Forge is still being built. And then I'm going to continue this intermittent pausing until we're up and running to make sure I don't screw this up. And I think we're ready for another cannon. You are ready to go, let's say, there. Let's throw another one up. Okay, and now everything's out for these 2 reactors down here. So once again, 2 more. Another cannon's ready. This looks the most dangerous area down here. So I think I'll put one there. I want to space them out a little bit so we're getting as much coverage as we can, but then also protecting the most dangerous areas. And I think we're ready for another cannon. Now, if this one's here, could go either way, but I'm going to put you right up here. Protecting this strong point is going to be so important because of stuff pressing through on both directions. Okay, definitely want another cannon now. We are now getting plenty of energy. We're starting to get Aether back, and so we're not needing to supply as much energy to those things, which is allowing me more for my reactors and my cannons. Okay. So yeah, I think I definitely want one up here. Next. We're ready for a couple more reactors. And I think another cannon as well. With only the 25 energy until we do some upgrades, maximum in the pool, we're going to need to be very careful at balancing that energy. It'll bounce back and forth more violently now. Let's see, maybe there to help defend in this area. We're now 2 minutes in. Let's take a look at where those spores are. Okay, I've still got 2 minutes. I don't think I need to bother with that yet. Another cannon. So this one, where am I going to send you? We'll just put you up in this area, I think. Of course, now more energy being sent out to the cannons as ammunition. And we need more reactors as well. Almost ready for our first energy upgrade. Let's see you. You're having trouble down here. Then probably the next one off this way. Oh, went to deficit a little bit there. But not bad. A little bit more. Okay. And now we're ready. So we're going to boost energy efficiency once. And I'm going to need to boost it again with my next one. Alright, you are prepared. I think I want to send you out this way. I think that's all of those for now. Where are we at? Yeah, 121. I want to get a mortar next. And then I'm going to need to start working on beams. And again, the mortar, because, you know, the creeper's getting in thicker and I want to defend this strong point. Okay, we're starting to really escalate our energy and saving now. So we'll throw up a beam. Whoa. It's going up more. Okay, we'll throw up another beam. Or no, that's not what I'm going to want to do. You will come down. Let's get the next couple of reactors in place. Pretty close to maxing out, but not quite there. I will put up one more beam. This may actually cause me to have energy shortfall, but we'll see. There we go. There's our warning. 3 different spores. 50 payload isn't bad. Then let's get you right out here behind this. So if this, starts coming in too hard in this area, we'll be able to fight it off. Yep, and now we're getting pretty low on the energy. Now, with our 3 spores, they are over this way. So like this, or not even, like this angle is the most it's going to come from up here. So this corner is not particularly important. So if I move you up here, you're going to be able to cut off almost anything. Not all of it, but close. Just a bit of deficit there. And a little more than a bit. So I want to be cautious. And then you, from down, well, let's move you forward a little bit more. You should be able to cover this here. I think 2 will be enough. I do want to build a 3rd, though, as soon as I can. Okay, time for more reactors. Now we're starting to build up some more. We'll put up another beam. And then I just sort of want to put up some more mortars and cannons. Let's grab another mortar as well, I think, now. So you can just sort of hang out there and make sure that's all cut off. A little bit of energy shortfall. Oh, hold on. I definitely want to keep the reactors going. We're almost safe here, but I want to make sure that we stay safe. You can come out here. And let's see. Yeah, let's definitely get another cannon rolling. I think I'm going to want a couple more cannons and a few more mortars eventually. This, I'm not sure where, but I'll just put it here for now. And then another mortar. Almost ready for our next energy upgrade. There's one spore down. We're definitely having some energy issues now, though, so I'm not going to build any more fun things yet. I'm just going to try to refill those beams, of course. Okay, we've got... Let's put you out there. Well, no, that's doing fine for now. Let's add another one to that strong point. Okay, the reactors are up. So we're going to throw in some more. There we go. Next energy upgrade. I think I can just let this go now. Probably can stop pausing and just build up as we're able to. So, a somewhat tense beginning, but not a horrible one. And you might be asking just about now, okay, what's difficult about this level again? Well, that happens later. So, hang on. It will come. Add another one up here. I think that's all the cannons I want for now defensively. Oh, okay, we're peaked out on energy. We're not building any more reactors. I definitely want to keep the reactors going. But the early time pressure is now pretty much gone. Another mortar, and I'm also going to put up another beam just to have a backup. So let's see, let's put you over there. Over there. Then another cannon. And I like where we are now with this. Continuing to build up energy. I think I want to hit one more upgrade on energy with the forge before I start doing general purpose. But we can hold off, I think, with this setup. We can hold off pretty much indefinitely. So now I'm looking more long range going on the attack. And if we look at this, we've got this digitalis and all these runners, which, by the way, these are creeper-bearing runners. They do have a payload. And look at the spawn rate. Huh, it's pretty fast, yeah. So I want to deal with that situation. And I'm going to try to do this the intelligent way. You'll see later what I mean by try. But if we can cut off the digitalis, shrivel this up, we can keep them up there, and then I would be able to go after these ore sources, because we couldn't really build out to these ore sources initially. The runners would just stun us, and that would have gotten me nowhere. So the tool for that job is the sprayer. Build a few of these at a time. And of course make sure that we are continuing our reactors as I do it. Got a little bit extra energy beyond that. Okay. Let's work on another aspect. I want to get a couple berthas going. Just have them auto-target to just lower down the overall amount of creeper. And now we're tanking the energy, so we're definitely not going to be doing anything more than what we currently have going. A couple more reactors up. There we go. We're ready for that boost, and now we're going to start increasing other things, boosting energy storage. We're producing more than 30 energy right now. And using almost that much as well. Now we're starting to get on top of it again. So let's throw up a few more. 6 strafers should be more than enough for my present objective. Just going to gradually tick up these things. We're having no problems with the spores. We're holding the creeper at bay. It is very, very gradually still increasing, but that's not going to be a problem for long because the berthas will be able to lower it back down. Unfortunately, just defending is not enough. Eventually going to need to attack. So I'm just throwing up more weapons here because we're going to need them later and because I have the energy. The strafers are still filling and we still have energy. Fine, I'll throw up a couple more. Okay, so let's do this thing. What I want to do is just cut this off. Maybe you want to come more this way. Yeah. So I have them taking off at slightly different times. And let's see how this works. Alright, they've cut it off. And look, nothing happens. Well, that sucks. Now, the reason for that is some of the scripting in this level. There's creeper cores, and in this case, basically creeper mines. Invisible units that are placed in fairly random locations across the map. We'll see more of what some of those effects are later. But one of the things that they do is they support digitalis. So somewhere along this path down here, they are keeping the digitalis alive and preventing it from withering. And what that means is that I've got to do this the hard way. Namely, now it's still useful to me, I think, to keep these strafers going, because we can limit the movement of the runners across this area by attacking the digitalis. But am going to eventually need to build snipers. I'm going to need to terp up. We get, say, 3 terps up. Let's get a couple snipers. I'm going to want more later. But I want to create perches to fire out this way and deal with all of those wonderful, fun critters. And then, of course, let's move our extra weapons over this way. I want to push this direction first, get these 2 ores, and eventually get that. Which means it's also time for relays. And I'm going to want to move that sniper here in a minute. Let's see, let's move you. Slide you down there. That way I can put another relay there. And one here. Terp up there. So I'm just setting up sort of a relay grid, if you will. That'll work. And then one over there. Okay, so that's reasonable to support our advance. Now, glitches can happen as well. This is the exact same save. I just reloaded it. So there's something either with the level or with the way that Creeper World saves progress, and this doesn't always happen. There were some runs on this map, going through this early part, that I experimented with, that you could reload it all you wanted, and it would not clear the path for you. But now the digitalis is all withering and dying. It's very unreliable, in other words, whether you're going to be able to use this method or not. But definitely the best way to do it, because we don't have to worry about terraforming down this ridge while we're getting stunned by these so we can shoot them, or trying to get snipers up there or whatever. Our snipers are actually now going to be useless. So I'm just going to get rid of them because they're just in the way. We will definitely be needing the terps, and so I will simply now move forward. We can really go on the attack, I believe, at this point. And let's see, let's definitely throw up more collectors and mortars. Cannons, rather. Let's throw another one there. You can move forward this way and this way, and I want to push out. Let's get another one maybe there. Maybe we'll just push out just a little bit here. We can expand another row. There, and eventually we're going to get out here to the point where I'm ready to get this ore, which would be really nice. Let's just take a look at our forge real quick, and let's see, let's grab, I think I'm good on energy. Grab another energy storage. Come on, get out there. Help us move. And essentially what I want to do is I want to claim this ridge. So Let's go, and it'll take a bit to get you out here, but you come up this way. And then you're going to be up here. And for now, I'll just throw a relay there. Well, I will in a minute. I want to claim the sort of ridge line. I think we're going to survive here because I think that cannon will clear this out. It's going to be close. Yeah, I just barely survived it. Okay. Another one here. Oh, we don't have... Yep. Got lucky there because it targeted further back. So let's throw one out here. I just want to space a cannon mortar combo. As we move along. And then, of course, once that's in place, we can... They're going to cover all this. We can move. We can shift weapons. We can expand our front up the other direction. So, ore mine. And for now, only one, but let's definitely get a sprayer up. We'll have it support our advance. We'll put it always on. Actually, let's do a second. We're going to want more. But we'll just do a couple of those for now. And let's keep on moving up this way. There we go. Let's get that sprayer out here. Another mortar. This mortar out here. I really want to aggressively push now out in this direction. Let's see. You'll be okay there. You'll be okay up there for now. You're spraying. You come up this way. So, Mr. Forge, let's work on our fire rate and our range. And I have stopped, because of all this, building reactors, which is probably not the best idea in the world. I want to keep building those as I'm able. Now this, I need to terraform to get that. So let's go ahead and terraform. I think 3x3 is the right amount, down to 1. Or do I not need to terraform it? Okay, yeah, it is lowering it now. Let's see, can I can place the ore mine there. Okay, let's do that. Let's see, I think I want to be up on this. Relay there. More reactors. Always, always more reactors. Cannon. Mortar. Alright. And I don't think I need to expand my collector grid any further at this stage. I think I just want to keep pushing around and sort of form the square here. Now the other thing I want to do, I think this would be a very nice... They already have these little, you know, posts. Why don't we just terp up the entire thing all the way around? A single row. Up to 10. And then I can move this terp over here and get that help working on it. Because then it would be very easy to defend this area with just mortars. Firing over the wall. And not that I, you know, am against using the cannons or whatever, but I can use more of the cannons on the assault. And it just seems to sort of, the map seems to suggest doing this, at least to me. Oh, that's not what I want. Because of where these little outcroppings are. And that is the western side. Let's fix up the north here. Okay, I think I messed it up a bit back here. If I can get back to the one. So I'll just make sure that we've done that. Okay. That should be pretty close to what I want in any case. So, we're just going to advance, advance, advance. Sprayers. Everybody get out here. Throw another relay up there. You're kind of redundant at this point. And I could throw up more terps. I don't think I need them yet. I think I'll just sort of keep this rolling along. And as before, the corner will be slightly easier or harder, rather, to occupy. But I think putting these two sprayers up there will help. I think that'll help me quite a bit. Let's move that mortar just a hair. There we go. Now that's occupied. Let's have a relay right here in the corner. And then maybe I put two mortars up here. Maybe I put one there. And let's see, let's pull you up here. And then a cannon up there just for now. Okay, now our terps have done their job over here. Let's get them up over this way. Looks like we are a little bit amiss yet. I missed one spot on terraforming. Yep. Back to our forge. We've got the move speed, and we can start ramping up to the next level. So very happy with all of that. Relay along here. Let's definitely get these mortars out. I feel like I have plenty of cannons at this point, but maybe I want a few more mortars. Of course, I've got all kinds of space now. Let's slide you there. Move you up. Another pair of reactors. We're pushing 40 now in our energy production. And let's see. Yeah, no real good spot there that I see. But I could put this mortar up there. That's what I want to do, and then slide off to the right. Okay, so this is definitely getting effectively secured. Push that off there. Let's get a cannon here. Mortar there. And we need another relay connection there. And I'm not as concerned now about having, a proper grid as I am just moving all of this along. Because I'm sure I'll potentially want to move and relocate things later anyway. Let's get up on that ridge first. Let's be here. And perhaps there. There we go. Now we should be able to build that location. We can grab the ore mine. And we're still working on the wall over here. Keep moving out. And I think one more pair. We may not even need them, but you know what? Let's just put up for right now. That should secure everything. Move the terps into place. And now the rest of these weapons are pretty much unnecessary. I'm going to shift them back this way because I want to take out this emitter here and then go up and knock this out. So I'm knocking out the most dangerous resistance, at least as I currently perceive it. The strongest emitters, and then this will free up my strafers so I don't need to spend energy on those. Lost a relay. Something, perhaps I had a spore hit down here? In any case, let's do this, and let's also just throw up a couple more cannons back here, even though I don't really need to secure things. Okay, so let's just take the lot of you and plop you down this way. Let's not be subtle about this. I want this now to go away. You know what? You can move up here. Relay there. And we should be getting energy soon. There we go. All of them will heal up. I believe we have enough firepower to hold this off. See what some of our depths are. About 30 there, 34 there. I think it's very slowly going down with my Berthas in place. See, the energy is a little dicey right now. There we go. Okay. That was fun. Let's do it over here now. Ah, we actually have an opening in the wall, which is not good. Let's move you over here. Then you can slide this way, so we have that spot for the relay. Of course, we're leaving a power zone there, but we'll come back to that. Lost a beam. Oh, I landed the beam over there. Okay. Let's throw up some more beams. Let's have one up here. A couple more. Now we just need to press in and give this emitter a piece of our mind. And that should work. Let's get her done. Alright, let's get on some more upgrades. And perhaps some more reactors. Okay, so that's the second 100 strength emitter. And now I think I just want to gradually plow my way. We'll stick you there. We'll relay out this way. I want to grab, well, leave those there. Let's see. I will pull the two of you out. And I just want to push my way forward. Okay, that was a little bit far over that way. Do it again. And I am going to want a shield up here. I'm gonna... Well, we'll throw up a couple. That's for when we get up to this area. And I think I just want to gradually leave cannons and mortars around, and also build more to support the push. Let's make sure we're using what we have and getting out there. And I think for now, I'm probably going to hold off on the reactors. I can always build more later. I want to focus on getting forward here. With that energy upgrade, we're almost up to 50. That really should be plenty for what I'm doing. We'll see if it actually is or not. So you can come out here along with you. You're good to move forward. So just sort of putting one relay and one... Or not one relay, one cannon and one mortar by each relay, and then moving the rest of the mass forward. It probably wouldn't hurt to sight in our berthas here. We'll go ahead and clear that auto target. Let's put one on each of these. They can go back to auto targeting later. But we'll go ahead and do that, and then, you know, I think I should probably have another mortar in there. Let's make sure we put one there, just to make sure this doesn't become too much of a problem. Let's also bring our sprayers along. They should be very helpful. We actually got to sort out all this. This depth over here, only 18. Okay. So now we're going to be able to start, I think, really closing in. And if anything, I think we're a little bit excessive on the weapons. But I'd rather be on that side than the other alternative. Throw one of you up here. You're not particularly useful, so we'll pull you off of that. Not sure what, if anything, I want there. Suppose it wouldn't hurt. I can always do something different later. Let's throw up a Bertha. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of a relay, which is fine. There we go. That might make things go just a little bit quicker. We're getting good amounts of aether in now. And let's get these shields up. Get cannons up here. We are going to start to see some stunning, as we are. So let's have secondary relays along the side. Okay, we lost that relay. Let's see if this is going to be good enough. Whoops, I definitely want to re-put up a relay there. I think from there they won't be able to stun the relay, I don't think. with nullifier there, and they're going to stun it from time to time. And then, you know, I mean, I could use snipers for this, but I think we're going to be okay. We'll see. Maybe not. The Bertha here can target there. Now, that'll kill a bunch of these critters, but it will also splurt a whole bunch of... Yeah, it's going to splurt a whole bunch of creeper. But if I have... If I have the shields up and the anti-creeper here, the idea is that they'll be able to protect it, I hope. It's working, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So now we're definitely in position. Inch forward a bit with the shields. Let's get more weapons up here. And knock out these two emitters. The strafers are more in my way than anything else right now, so let's just recall them. More than anything else, just so I can see what I'm doing. I'll put one more relay up. Move the shield up on either side. Then let's use that power zone. Okay, maybe... the Digitalis is preventing me. Okay. Digitalis is the issue. So, you focus on Digitalis. You focus on Digitalis. And that should stop that from being an issue. More upgrades. Second tier of fire rate. And there's not that much creeper left over here. We're going to be able to get a bunch more totems. We're going to be able to get some more ore. We're definitely accelerating our control of the map. I'm just going to throw up more weapons. I don't think I need them, but I'm throwing them up anyway. Okay. So this is under our control. I don't need the shields anymore. Let's throw a cannon there. Relay beside it. That'll clear all of that out. Let's throw one over here. I'll get more, but let's throw a Bertha there. Okay, so I want to reset all of my Berthas now to auto-target. And now we've got 4 Berthas, 2 on the power zones as Super Berthas, and 2 standard. So that should really... we should really be able to plow through a lot of this. Now I would expect. Let's deactivate our shields. We can always use them later, so I don't want to get rid of them. Just in case they're needed. So let's get a relay in here. And then this is not going to be at all subtle at this stage. Perhaps there. Okay, that didn't quite work. I want to be connected, there we go, to that relay. Maybe here. There we go. Gradually work out a decent spacing as we push onward. No creeper there on the left. Alright. So, let us proceed onward. And actually, that's probably a little close. Let's remove that because we're going to have this whole upper structure. And I'm thinking... Not sure which direction I want to go first. Well, let's just knock out this emitter here. Okay, so I need to get up to that level. And I don't think I need to do any terping to do that. Let's throw a cannon there, cannon here. And maybe throw a relay right up on that step. Let's get some more mortars up to support. So that's not getting as much flowing in there. There we go. We're clearing it out. And if I have my sprayers in there, and I don't know if you are... Yeah, you're on always on. We're actually generating a little more AC than we're using now, I think. So let's add another sprayer. More anti-creeper we get out, the better off we're going to be. Okay. Let's nullify this. And we are going to grab the ore. Right there. And probably just push up over this wonderful, whatever these things are called, structure. Bingo. So it might be a good idea to throw a mortar on top of that. What on earth is going on here? Well, that's a fun thing. And look at this. This had 30... Yes, lovely picture of the dog. By the way, that's the wrong avatar. We'll get to that later. But this was originally 30 at 0.5. Now it's producing 35 at every 0.47. And we've got this thing that spawned. And what this actually does is it just splurts out small amounts of creeper in various areas around it. Okay. So, our wonderful super emitter, dangerous emitter, whatever you want to call it, has begun to throw its weight around. And at this point you might surmise that, you know, the things that are connected to this, digitalis, might be a good thing to avoid. Because we didn't have any problems when we cleared out the emitters in other parts of the map. And I definitely want to get to that artifact to see if that gives us any clues. So I'm going to leave this alone for now. We will just surround it. There we go. and sort of circumnavigate here if I can. And interestingly, it doesn't seem to be splurting it out. I think it just attacks anything that's within a certain distance of it, any weapons. Because now that we don't have anything close to it, it's actually not sending out that creeper. We don't have it splurting up in these areas where it was before. So that's interesting. It actually has some sort of sensor mechanic where it can tell what you're doing. Okay, so I think our next step is, well, we're still not using enough AC. Oh, we're losing a whole bunch of stuff. What's going on down here? Oh, this is fun. Yes, this is so much fun. Well, what do we have? Okay, you come down here. Yeah, this is all a problem. This is a problem. And is a problem I'm not happy about. You come down here. We're losing a bunch of reactors. Okay, this has to be taken care of now. So this is just splurting up underneath, and this is an actual emitter. 20 every 0.5. This thing likes to drop emitters from the sky. Isn't that fun? What do we have going on here? We lost some things over here. We're doing okay now, though. Okay. I need to... I suppose the good news is I'm going to get a couple more power zones. But I do think I want to just space out a few more mortars and cannons back here that are just going to stay in place. Let's do that. And then let's also, since they took out some of our reactors, let's use those. And yeah, we've got a serious energy problem now. So I think I want to deactivate those two berthas. And we'll throw a reactor there. Let's see about our grid. Okay, we're pretty stable on energy. Still going up. It's nice that that location fits into the grid. That was kind of them. There we go. More upgrades. Alright, now producing almost 80 energy. So yeah, we need to be aware of any of that nonsense going on. And you see we've got this one little red indicator here. That's our first progress towards whatever that thing is going to do. But I definitely think it's probably the better part of intelligence to just sort of not antagonize it any further until we have a much firmer grasp of the situation. Lost the relay here. Okay. I actually don't think I care. I'll put this ore mine back up and see if we can sustain that. Perhaps this is a good place for a shield. Why don't we activate you and throw you there to just protect that ore mine. Okay. Let's go here. Let's see if we can keep that up, because I'd really like to be connected. Let's move all of you in this area so we can knock out another emitter. Where'd we lose the okay, yeah, this is splurting up over here. I don't think we can hold that ore. I think that's what it's telling us. I think it's telling us we're not going to be allowed to hold that ore. So we'll just move away. Well, hold on. We've got... Okay, there's another... This will get annoying fairly quickly, I do believe. Another emitter. And are we not connected here, or what's going on? We're not connected. We've lost our relay okay. That's the problem. Problem that's going to be fixed. There we go. It's going to take a little bit of time to resupply. There we go. Okay. And I'm not sure if we have enough AC. I think I definitely want a sprayer over here, because that should really help safeguard this area. And maybe I can get that ore back if I have a sprayer here protecting it. It's at least worth considering. Nope, not what I want. I want a nullifier. Can I hit them both? I don't think so. Okay. We'll get that one. Then let's have you... Really want you right there next to it. Let's see about putting... Okay, yeah, this did it. This splurted a whole bunch all at once. So it saves some up and then splurts it out. Is that how that works? That ore mine back up. I think we can manage that. I think the digitalis, it wasn't doing that. Maybe if I cut off the digitalis, it won't do that as effectively. Let's try that. Now you're going to get hit by it, but I'm kind of okay with that. Because I think you're going to have enough health to survive. Okay. Let's try leaving that as is. Maybe move another mortar out here. Can probably put one of these cannons there just in case. A little bit of extra protection. Alright. Let's relay up here. Cannon first. Sprayers. Who are not... we still seem to be pretty stable on the... Well, let's see. AC-wise... Yeah, I think I want more. Let's put another sprayer up. Let's nullify that. And move forward again on the attack. We may have been diverted a bit there. That may have made things a little more complicated, but we are definitely still just fine in terms of continuing. Ah, and there's another one that it's decided to drop randomly. We'll throw a cannon on you. Looks like you're going to need a relay to sustain, which is fine. There we go. Now let's move some firepower forward. This would be nice to acquire if we can. Although it's in the middle of a void, I don't know if we can build anything there. Nope. There's actually no land there, so that's sort of a trap. I think. Hold on. Yeah, there's no land underneath it. So that's just, that's not going to happen. That should get us to the message. Let's see what that has to say for us. They 5 pirates connected by digitalis has something to do with it. So that's our hint, which we've sort of already figured out. That we have to deal with these to make this vulnerable. And that also escalates in some manner when we do that. And so that basically is our endgame revealed, at least the core substance of the endgame. But we are going to, and look, they're continuing to drop more of these. So obviously we would have been much better off to simply not, hi, how you doing? There's another one. To not antagonize it yet. To clear everything else out first, but I felt it was worth showing. You can see that it seems to be dropping them more quickly, which is concerning. Move you out here, and I'm not sure I have enough cannons. Let's throw up a bunch more. We lost a shield. Way down here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we kind of... It appears that we have to have, like, backup stuff everywhere at this point. So I think I just need to take some time. And I'm sure I won't be covering everything that I need to. We'll knock that out. More upgrades. We've got to be ready to clear those at any moment, but we are still... The overall picture is that we are still pressing forward. So I want to keep that rolling. So now it's splurting up from right there. Nothing else going on. There we go. We've got a couple more nice places to operate from now. I think that will work out nicely. Then let's clear this one out. That should be sufficient. With everything else going on, I probably don't want to be able to hit by a bunch of those. It wouldn't hurt to put a beam up there, just for coverage. Now I think what I want to do next is, yeah, just hop over here. Let's take a few of these. I don't want to take them all. This has been knocked out. Another relay over there. Let's leave a mortar over here also. Where'd we lose? Okay, right there, because this is... Alright, too close. Let's see, what was I... Sprayers is what I was thinking. Got a sprayer over here. I like the idea of having one over here for this general area. But I've still got a couple. And you don't seem to be... I don't think you're... Nope, I didn't set you on always on. So that'll help us expend some more. There we go. Now we're in business. What about... Nope, not quite there. So we're going to want to move, say, this way and this way. No, no, no. Well, alright. I'll just use two different ones. I'd rather not do that, but whatever. And I'll just throw up more of those. Knocking everything down. That will reach far enough. Relay lost here. Why would I have had a relay there? Everything else is fine. Let's go and activate you, which I forgot to do before. And that is down. This might make another good beam location. I don't think there actually are any spore tower. Oh, there's still one more spore tower left. Okay. Alright, now what's left? Well, we've got this one here. That's another one that they've dropped. You can stay right on there, actually, if you don't mind. I do want to cross over there in a moment. Because I think that's the only section left. Yep, let's get these down here, and then we will be fully cleared out. That should be a very nice location. Assuming we can hold it, which I believe we can. It seemed that they were attacking us more when we didn't have this digitalis under control. So I think there's a certain level of that going on. Okay, so we have a bunch more stuff being destroyed. And yeah, that would hit both of them, though. I actually don't want to hit this one yet. We're not too far away from maxing out weapons, which is excellent. I believe this is the last one. It's the last spore tower for sure. So, my next phase is to get prepared. I want to surround... We know we've got to deal with all of these. There's no point in attacking this because it's not vulnerable yet. I want to surround all of these and be able to have nullifiers in place. So, I think some terping is necessary here. Let's throw a terp by this. Let's do... Let's see how close we've got to be and make sure that we can have a, like a nullifier perch, if you will. Yeah, I don't think that's close enough. That is. Okay. Let's terraform there. And if we look at this, yep, we just need a spot down here. Let's go ahead and throw a relay cannon there. So I'm just going to be spreading out here. Oh, hello. That's actually not going to bother me at all. Be right in position. What'd we lose? Okay. Okay. You're that kind of jerk. I see. Let's move in. There, and actually I've got it. Yeah, we're going to lose those anyway. Unloaded right in the middle. So we're going to have to deal with this before we go any further. I'm going to need to leave holes now in my network to have weapons. It's rather obvious. Okay, these two are up. Now let's see, let's have maybe a couple cannons and a mortar in here. then throw a relay there. That should work decently. Almost have 100 energy, so I think that should suffice. Let's get another terp up there. Spread around the edges some. Be more connected here. Doesn't seem likely I'd be able to hang on to that or this one. Ah, we have another friend who has come to visit. And you are not connected. Now we're starting to get some energy in here. Okay. So over here, yeah, again, nullifier anywhere along there. Let's still terraform, though, up to 10. I need another Turk. There we go. Nice little explosion. I'm not going to want that to run onto my nullifier when it's firing. I think maybe a couple more mortars around the edge. So this one is set. This one is set. This one is set. This one is set. And this is about set. Okay, I think this is a good point to save it. And then we're going to try to proceed with the attack. Let me, just before I do that. We're almost maxed out, but not quite. Alright, so we've got to attack these. And see what comes of that. I'm expecting this one actually to splurt out more, so let's... There we go. Okay, we've got a few of them down. Okay, this thing has a gun now. It's got, okay, it's dropped another one there. We've got more stuff up here. So let's keep doing this. One just wonders how long this is required to go on, but you'll see. Now it's 35 every 0.3. Okay, it's shooting something. Oh. Okay. So that gun just fires and knocks out. It has apparently unlimited range. It fires and knocks out any particular structure that it doesn't like. That's unfortunate. Alright, we've got something going on here. So let's deal with that. Any other splurt-ups? None that I see. This is not... Okay, this is producing more now. And we don't have as much control over this. Okay, let's relay around. Where are we losing? Let's also have some redundant relays, because if it knocks out a relay... Let's do a mix of digital... Okay, we're losing reactors. I think that was just it shooting things, though. We're at 100 energy. I'm okay with 100 energy right now. I just want to keep this digitalis clear, because that seems to be important. Okay, it's shooting off spores, apparently, now. So let's throw out a beam here. One over here. Whoa, hold on. Oh my, it's carving a hole through the terrain. And look at this here. This is down a little bit lower than the rest of the wall. Now, I think we're okay for now, but if it knocks out my forge, I'm screwed, and I don't see how... Alright, let's see, maybe I can put... Because it didn't tear a hole through everything. It just knocked it down... Looks like it knocked it down about 3 or 4 levels. So if I do... Well, let's see, do a height 8. And we just do a nice block here. Maybe that'll help defend the forge. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's throw up some more nullifiers. Nice. Alright, I'm going to pause here and see what in the world is going on. Yeah, it's carved another hole. So I think I just add more reactors. Let's throw maybe a bank of them over here. Just to compensate for what's going on. Whoa, and now we're deeply in energy hole, so we're just going to hold on. We'll boost that up. Okay, so we lost a terp. Working on the rest of this. Boom, boom. We've got energy back. And I think probably what I want to do at this point is just diversify where my reactors are. Like, let's just build... So far, it's only aiming across this way. I don't know that that will continue. Oh, hi! Yes, that's such perfect timing. You're so awesome. Oh, it just splurts there temporarily? It's not coming back? Okay. Yeah, it seems to be mainly wanting to attack our base here. Let's do some redundant relays. Let's move the command node out. So I think I just want to relocate. Perhaps. And then maybe I, you know... Oh, it is attacking over here, too. Ah, we've got another situation down there. And I don't know if we're connected, actually. More connections. Connections everywhere. Seems to be wanting to get rid of the beams a lot. Yeah, this is shooting a lot of spores out now. Okay. So. We're gonna need beams. Yeah, we're losing control of some of these areas. We still have connections. I want to enhance and maintain... Oh yeah, we're having energy problems now. Just 75 every 0.03. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're kind of losing ground here. I don't think I want to keep attacking anymore. I've got to take care of this situation. I should have a lot more energy than that. Oh, I'm not even connected to most of this, that's why. That's my problem. If I get reconnected to more of these reactors, I'll be fine. Assuming I don't lose them before I do that. I wasn't connected to the forge either. There we go. So yeah, protecting this forge is going to be huge. Let me get... Now that we got some more energy back, let me get Terp back up. Good grief. More and more stuff blowing up. I think we've lost a bunch of our energy again. So here's what the end conclusion of that attempt was. Not too good. And over here, I had much more consistent lines at one point. You can see the beams are shooting off the ground-burning beams much more often. But I was able to regularly terraform back up. You know, I've got grid of lots of, you know, relays. I've got reactors. I've got weapons. I had more weapons in here initially, etc. I've re-terraformed this, you know, dozens of times at this point. But what's going on is, see the strength here is 610 every 0.03 is what that reads. Every time I knock out something at one of these 5 perimeter locations, it boosts that by 5. So if I knocked him out again, it'd be 635. And meanwhile, you can see it's just ripped up the landscape. This is getting me nowhere. And the key to this is if you try to go around here with the nullifier, I mean, it still says it's not vulnerable. But it actually is. You just can't use the nullifier. You need another way to attack it. The nullifier will never do it. And so I could keep doing this infinitely. It wouldn't do me any good. And you can see its power is growing. Yeah. This is, again, hopeless. So clearly there's more going on with that super emitter. Emitter from the depths of any evil place you may imagine than we can handle. So the first thing I want to do here, as I'm reloading from the spot where we had not yet begun to aggravate it any further, I want to get this digitalis area over here cut off. I want to see, I'll throw up a bunch more cannons. And there's several elements to the plan. One, I want to have a lot of redundancy. Redundant, connections with these for when some of them get destroyed, the relays. I need redundancy in terms of having more energy that I need. And I actually did a much grander version of this where I literally terraformed. I got up to about halfway the map terraformed and a whole ton of reactors covering most of it, etc. I literally, we're at 100 now. I want to get up to about 150 for this. I had over 500 energy generating and it was going higher. But the problem is that just slows things down way too much. So I want to find a way to be successful here without grinding it to a halt more than is necessary. So let's throw in digitalis there. Digitalis here. And then I want to get a bunch more terps back here, because I'm going to do some terraforming. I think I need to elevate the terrain, because that seems to be the best defense against that terrain burning beam, or whatever you want to call that thing that it shoots out. So let's see. If we... Pretty good there, I think. You can move up here. Let me throw up another one. Okay. And eventually we're going to want to do more over here. But this is just a for now type of thing. Alright, so this way we've got to get rid of this. But now that we have all the digitalis totally cut off, we're not feeding any more reprisals to come our way. And so that should sort of minimize the amount of aggravation that I have to deal with. Now I'm taking all of this stuff down because I want to terraform up this section. We'll move it back later, but first things first. Okay, so I want to terraform to the max, because better safe than sorry. And I want to fill in this entire lower right quadrant of the map as sort of my defensive area. And you could say, like, if I knew it was going at the beginning of the level, maybe I'd want to have eventually just relocated the forge and the command station somewhere else and see if they would still shoot at me. Or if they would, if the beams would go different directions, like if they target this stuff. But I don't want to rebuild the forge. I don't think it's necessary, given that I'm not going to, like, carpet the whole map here or anything. So once this gets going, I'm going to start with a new type of grid. And I don't think I want the strafers anymore. I can always rebuild them if I need them later. Let's get rid of them. But I'm not going to operate based on collectors. I'm just going to have a whole bunch of reactors, redundant connections. I need to have weapons in between all of my reactor areas for those, parts where they're going to splurt up creeper underneath the map. So I want to set as much of a secure defense as I can, and then I want to continue with this project, because I just want extra relays. Extra relays connecting everything, because they're going to shoot some of them. So I want to make sure that there's minimum interruption. And then the other part is that all of these, I want to either have, let's throw a beam there. Let's get a bunch of relays around that. And then a beam here also. And then I'll throw up another... Oh, I'm way low on energy right now. Okay, we're going to stop after that one. We're just going to hold on. And yeah, this one here got a little irritated with us for a bit. Okay. Just going to chill out and let the energy catch up. We do have one more boost we can do, so we'll do that. We definitely want to max out all of those things. We're going to be getting plenty of aether from the forge in order to do that. And this is, it's a little over halfway up. I don't want to throw out any more just yet at it. For now, I don't think we need a lot of activity from the Berthas. So I'm going to... Ah, okay. There's another one. I didn't see that crop up. Let's do that. Let's deactivate just for now. And I'm just saving energy here. I think I want to be doing some more relaying though around these areas. There we go. So now our energy's coming back. And we'll activate those Berthas at a later time when they are a little bit more necessary. Perhaps I should come up in here with a couple more cannons. Just to help take off some of the load. There we go. So how are we doing on this? We're getting close now. I think we have enough energy in reserve at this point that I'm just going to add more chirps. Just to get this done more quickly. This over here is almost ready. We can throw this ore mine up in place. We're not ready to build it yet. Okay, so the basic idea I want to do here is, let's go there. Let's throw another relay up in place. And then I want to have twice as many relays as I actually need to have. And then I want to intersperse weapons. Just every so often. Then the rest of it is reactors. So like one weapon per relay, or to just sort of keep things flowing. So now I need to move back. Maybe slide the mortars this way a little bit. And for now, whoops, nope. Going to eliminate you. And you as well. Could move back further. See if that's enough room. Yep, just enough. Oh, need to move back a little bit further over this way. So this is going to take some time, and I'll be doing some of it off screen, but I want to clear out this entire home base. And then we'll just sort of do some connections here. Temporary ones. Then while that's building up, let's get some more of this filled in. I'd like to put a relay here, but there's not going to be space. So I'll need to put it over here further. Let's see. Let's just extend these around. And then I would want that one here. Then we'll also extend them down further, of course. But that's for another point in time. And then let's get rid of that, because I'm going another weapon there. Or no, that's the wrong spot. I'll get this right eventually. Get rid of that one. Mortar there. Reactor. Okay, yep, we're going a little too crazy here, so now we're going to back off again until the energy gets caught up. We're producing about 130 right now. I think I'm probably going to have to go closer to 200 on the total energy bill. Well, this is probably sufficient to see the general idea. I'm going to intersperse the weapons, going to have redundant relay connections. I'll show the whole big thing when it's finished, and eventually we will get ready to go on the attack again. Okay, so we are back. I've got an uninvited guest here, but we're back at the point before we attack the primary emitter. Same as the last time I tried it, but with one difference that I'll get to in a moment. We've got our nice grid here. The land isn't all torn up. All of our weapons ready in defensive positions. We've got extra mortars and beams surrounding this thing. And then if we zoom in a little closer, you see there's one red indicator there, 35 coming out every 0.47 seconds. And then the key thing is all these snipers elevated terrain around it, because snipers are actually necessary in order to knock it out. It does not get damaged by nullifiers, it gets damaged by snipers. So in order to make that happen, we've got to spend some time aggravating it to the point where it can be damaged. And let's see, okay, we knocked that out. We will go ahead and throw a beam in there just for fun while we wait for everything to cycle up. I am going to, just for the fun of it, get a bunch more there of packet speed to build these things a little faster. Oh, we've got another one up here. But we have knocked out everything, and we're just waiting for the reaction. And there's a respawning. So we want to hit all these again, and if we look at our public enemy number 1, 35 every 0.3, so the interval's gone down significantly. Same amount though. And it's got 4 red indicators and 1 green. It gets 1 additional for everything you nullify on the perimeter. So it filled out the rest of them in red and upgraded one of the reds to green. And now, here we go again. Might as well get some rebuilding done over here while I wait for all of that to happen. All the nullifiers go boom, and once again we wait for it to respawn and expand its capabilities. And there we go. So, once again, we have things to destroy. 35 every 0.13 now. You can see it has 5 green indicators. But it is still not there yet. So we must wait once more. Energy is still good. Nullifiers spinning up. And getting their job done once more. Some more shots through our infrastructure that we'll need to repair. There we go. Now, this is a critical moment. There we go. Now we can see a little more clearly. 60 every 0.03. It's got maxed out, or the lowest rather, possible interval that it goes to, and now it's starting to escalate. But beyond that, it's got that red circle around it. That means it's vulnerable, or rather, potentially vulnerable, because we can't actually hit it if any of these outlying structures are intact. They must all be down at the same time. And so that delay that you get waiting for them to respawn, that's actually a gift. Because it gives you time to damage the emitter. And there goes the burning ray. We're going to ignore it for now. Boom, boom, boom. And now we can see all of the light show, but also look in here. We have all of our snipers aiming at it. And I'll explain why I need to do this in a minute, but we've got to evacuate with our command node. Fire, 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 explosions. Countdown. And that's a very bad thing just happening. But we actually got a little bit fortunate. Now, this is the enemy that used to be over there. And it basically is sort of a new version of what the Loki does in Arca, the final story mission. It's mobile, it's coming after us, it has some interesting capabilities and some weaknesses. We have to run away from it with our command node. On the other hand, we got fortunate because I would say, as I've tried this maybe 1 out of 3 times, I had the forge get destroyed. The fact that the forge is not destroyed here is a huge advantage for us. We are going to fire the singularity at this. The reason we're going to do that is because that's a massive emitter, 750 every 0.5, much stronger than the other ones around. So that means we can eliminate that. We want to keep our lines of supply intact, and we want to knock out as many of the various emitters as possible. And of course, all of your weapon upgrades and everything else would go away if we lost the forge too. So basically, if you lose the forge, it's still possible, but it's really, really hard. So I'm glad we did not. And let me just sort of slide. So I want to move the weapons around a bit so we're kind of covering everything here. And these, that'll quickly go away as we fire the singularity. We have, let's move a couple of these up here. Right now, the only thing that matters, I got to keep the command node away from this guy. And then I also, I don't even want the Berthas on. I'm going to deactivate all the Berthas because I don't want them sucking up my energy. I may need them later. But there isn't enough anywhere except for this, and we're going to singularity that. So I'd rather have the energy go to other places. Okay. So we want to knock out the creeper, make sure all of our sort of infrastructure is reasonably intact, and then we can go after this guy. Okay. So the singularity has had its effect. There we go. We're using more energy than we have. Kept around 136. That's actually not bad. We're powering up, I think, all of our... Yeah. I don't think we're in trouble with any of the nullifiers. This over here is going to get interesting. Partly because this thing can shoot at anything that's close to it. Okay. Now let's move further away so that it continues to chase us. Because it is much slower than the command node. That's one of our advantages over it is speed. Okay, let's see where we are on this other stuff. Are we... Hold on, where's our... I don't see a nullifier over here. Oh, it's gone. It's already gone. It's just, it's holding nothing in place there. Good. I don't see. I just want to check. Okay. Now, we need to focus on attacking this. And attacking this is about AC. AC is the only thing that can damage it. So I want to get rid of our always on here. Because I don't care about the AC on the ground. I want them to only fire at this wonderful thing. And then the more power zones I can shoot at from it, the better. Because of their increased range and everything. Let's move you over here. So you are not going to be always on. And neither are you. I want to find a spot actually with... There aren't a ton of power zones like clustered in any one area there, because there was like the one that was over here and that's gone. So I think maybe I just want to go back and forth between these two. That's probably as good as anything. So let's go ahead and move you here. And then we'll put a couple beside you for now. We'll add more later. Let's find... Because I want to find all of my... There we go. I want always on to be off for all of them. And you too. So you can come over here. Now the other thing I want to do is take my terps over here. And let's just terraform to 8. And the same thing here. Because I want to increase my income as much as I can. And then I want to have like stupid amount of redundancy in all of my connections. Let's see, is there any other... Yep, there's this ore that we don't have yet. So we'll go there. Let's throw a couple of you over this way. Relay here. And then maybe a few of you down here. I need a few regular weapons around, but not many. Okay. There we go. Shooting a bit at it. They actually don't appear to be damaging it yet. There we go. Now they're getting into it. Okay. So you slide up this way. And so I just kind of want to go back and forth with my command node. But we need to... Okay, you're ready. And you're ready. And you're ready. And then we just need to relay connections here. Redundant ones. Let's see, do I have... Double checking I don't have any more sprayers out. I don't think I do. So let's move along here. Slide these out of the way. I want them to be maybe on the sides. Maybe I move you here. Okay. Let's get rolling. No. No, you're not. I don't want you to do that. You get that always on, off. And I do want to have... That might be a decent spot, but more beams around. Okay, that's probably close enough. Then move back this way. These are a little close together, but it'll work. And I want to put more sprayers up, make sure we're using everything. There we go. And if I can kind of keep this right in the middle, so that both, I just go back and forth, so both of these super sprayers can hit it, that would be perfect. So I'm just going to play this game of going back and forth, because we're using... there we go. You're still taking some. This is where I forgot about. You're off. I think you're the only one, though. As you can see, this thing is going to take a lot of pounding. And nothing else can hit it. Like, you can see this is shooting, but it's just shooting the creeper that's emanating out of it. And back we go. I also have to watch the command node's health. I may need to move a little bit further away to avoid taking too much damage. Yep. Oh yeah, because that got hit pretty good. So I'm going to have to run a little further just to stay away. But the rest of this really is just a back and forth. And we've got to keep this up as much as we can, and then, you know, gradually heal the command node. Now we want to run somewhere else, so we'll move around. And try to stay, so if I can stay out of range, I will gradually heal more. So I think moving to the side, and then moving over this way, because it moves so slow. This will work. I can just move around it. Well, after going round and round and round a number of times, we are getting close now. Not there yet, but we're getting close. Of course, all the explosions make it actually hard to see how much damage it has, but it doesn't have much left. Of course, by this point, you're just thinking, look, what else does it have after this? For all the meteors, the terrain burning rays, the gun that assassinates your relays and reactors especially. Like, what's it gonna do next? How many tricks does it have up its sleeve? You see, it's almost there. There we go. Okay, we have things happening now. Don't see a lot happening anywhere else. You can see it's got those, like, missile things. Underground missile. Things that you used on Arca, and yeah, it's shooting off missiles at us. That's fun. Can our beam shoot them down? Doesn't appear so. Nope. Okay. We definitely need to activate our Berthas. You're on already. Some of them are already on, some of them aren't. You aren't on auto target. You can go there. You as well. Nope, just need to activate you. And then let's... Singularity again. 2,000 every 0.5. That's fun. So yeah, I don't see us doing this without the singularity. Now it's shrinking inwards. Okay. Now let's do this. I don't know how many of those missiles they have. Yeah, if I hit it from both sides, we should be fine. Of course, we got lots of time on the singularity, and it's not shooting off anymore, so that maybe that was all the missiles. Oh, nice. It's got more things. Okay. It's blowing up stuff all over the place. See if we can... There. 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 Here. You know, I'm going to need to pull some weapons over this way. You sit there. Okay, and then... Alright, we're losing more things, but... I mean, we have plenty. It's just a matter of sorting it all out. Nothing there. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out where all the places are that I need nullifiers. And get them up. Okay, that went down. Yeah, you're too close. You back off. Jump here. Here. You back off to here. There we go. Okay, hold on. So I feel like we have this under control now. There's a lot of it coming out of this way. Let's move Hugh here. Maybe slide you up. Okay. We have some control. We need this down. This down. Looks like we lost that one. Oh, there's another one over there. Okay. Come on, shoot. Okay, we're not even getting anything over here. This is all going sideways. I should be getting energy. I'll only have 45 energy left. Yeah, I'm not protecting my energy at this point is a big problem. This over here isn't connected. Think I want to be here. And then I also want... So I'm just kind of in damage control mode at the moment. Over this way, we have... Okay, we've got the one. We're going to be short on energy for a while, but I want to keep this from getting too bad. Are there any other sprayers up? I don't think so. We've just got the one. Let's get everybody out. Have them use whatever ammo they have left to fight. Maybe you stay down there. Yeah, we're at about half the energy we need. Now we hooked up to more. So now we're doing better. I need some of these to fire. That'll free up more. Okay, that's good. So now that's got to go down. Okay. Now, we need some more support over here. Let's bring you up there. Throw you down here. I guess we'll bring in a couple more mortars, probably more than we need. Let's see how that works. So we're about to take these two out. Okay, back up. Just stop this from getting out of hand. You go to always on. I said go to always on. Alright. Now we're mopping up. Let's just move forward after we clear that one out. Gotta wait for that one to get down. There we go. Oh, there is one more over here. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then let's see about this one. Yep, that'll help. Knock out a couple of those. And that should be it for the next round. Another emitter. Okay, last one. So what's next? What do you have to say after this? We won. There is an end to the level. Yay! Now, this one I'm definitely submitting my name on, just because I want to have it down that I beat this level. I'm only the 10th person to ever put a score up as having won. And, you know, for me, right in the middle of the pack, for me, like, the successful thing is having beaten the level. It's not the score. We have survived Field of Glory. So, I'm curious. Let me know what you think of this. There are some other epic Sorrontis maps out there that we could do, or we could do something much easier. There's been some requests to do some of the earlier games in the series. I might end up going back to a custom map of those next. We'll see. But there definitely will be more Creeper World coming, whatever it is. So, thanks for watching, everybody.